Welcome back. We missed you. About 16 hours later, and the Red Sox and Orleans Firebirds are getting set to resume Game 1 of the CCBL postseason. We were the first game to start playing yesterday. We will be the last game from yesterday to finish their games, as the Red Sox and Firebirds played a bit of a wild one yesterday, or at least 8 innings of a wild one. Sam Lebowitz alongside Carlo Jimenez up here above Red Wilson Field to finish this one out. The score as it stands is Red Sox 12, Firebirds 11. And Carlo, to recap this one just briefly, it started with a 6-run top of the first inning against Bryce Robinson for those Firebirds. All 6 runs coming with 2 out. The punctuating hit, the 2-run Connor Burns home run, as Orleans sent 10 batters to the plate against the BYU Cougar in his lone inning of this postseason start. The Red Sox got 2 in return in the bottom half of the first inning. And that's really where it was for a while. They got an extra one in the top of the second to make it 7-2. Red Sox made it 7-3 with a run at the bottom of the third. And then against Sam Klein, the Ball State right-hander, Orleans tacked on 3 more in the top of the fourth. After that top of the fourth inning, the Red Sox trailed this game 10-3. But something clearly had to happen, because the Red Sox now, as it stands, are leading 12-11. What happened? Well, the 5th and the 6th inning happened, the bottom halves. The Red Sox pitching behind Grant Taylor in long relief started to settle in, and the offense got rolling against the bullpen for these Firebirds. They scored 5 in the 5th and 4 in the 6th. We'll take a brief break for the national anthem, as our team photographer, Sadie Parker, will sing the national anthem before we get going for, hopefully, just one singular half inning. So where do we leave off here in this top of the 9th inning? The Red Sox scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Johnny Long hit a grand slam. After that half inning, the Red Sox trailed just 10-8. And then in the bottom of the 6th, they got 4 more. A 2-run single for Cole Carrick to tie the ball game. A 2-run double by Woody Haydeen to put him ahead. Orleans got 1 in the top of the 7th, but that was all. And now Braden Montgomery will move from right field to the pitcher's mound to close this one out for YD against the top of the Orleans order. A couple of defensive changes, but the same lineups for the most part. YD having to make a couple of changes in the defensive alignment because of Montgomery moving from right field to the pitcher's mound. Zach Liu enters the lineup for YD. He takes over for Hayden Schott, the DH, and enters the field out of the cleanup spot. Liu will play second base for YD. Moving from second base to center field, Cole Carrick. Moving from center field to right field, with Montgomery moving from right to the mound, is Homer Bush. We have a new home plate umpire as well. Tom Ryberg had been at third base. He takes over on the mound, or behind home plate rather, excuse me. But the rest of the umping crew pretty much the same with the addition of Joseph Labella at third base, but Jeffrey Kenny, Ryan DeMar were both umping in the field in yesterday's game. They slide to second and first. Montgomery will get the top of the Orleans order in a one-run ball game. 12-11 your score. Luke Keeschel, J.D. Urso, and Cam Jones, three right-hand hitters for Montgomery to face. Montgomery had been playing right field in this game and batting third for YD. Took an 0-for with a walk in 5 trips to the dish in a game in which the Red Sox scored 12 runs. Feels weird that he didn't drive in any of those runs, but he will try to put a period on this game 16 hours after we paused.
Well, here we go, Sam. I don't think any of us expected to be here at 12 o'clock yesterday, but the YD Red Sox looking for a big win. I mean, you have an opportunity today to advance yourself into the next round. If you're able to get 3 more outs and then go get a win tonight at Eldridge.
That's correct, Carlo. We play another one today after this game concludes. No matter how many innings this one goes, the best case scenario for the Red Sox, Braden Montgomery closes out Orleans without allowing a run in this 9th inning and gets us out of here at Red Wilson Field quickly. Montgomery made 3 relief outings on the mound in the summer season. His best was his last, through 2 scoreless innings against Brewster on August 2nd. Right on right, here's Luke Keeschel. First pitch home, a fastball, and it's on the outside corner, a called strike. And a healthy amount of fans for possibly just a few minutes of baseball here who have come out in support of the Red Sox in the resumption of this one. Keeschel 0-for 4 with a walk prior to the pause. Out of the leadoff hole, 0-1 from Montgomery, a slider that misses down and outside. Braden in his 3 outings through 4 innings, struck out 6, walked 1, gave up just 1 hit. That 1 hit was a home run. That came in that game right before the All-Star break, in which he hit a grand slam and gave up a home run while striking out 3 batters in an inning of work. 1 ball and 1 strike on Keeschel. Hits the top of the zone, a slider, the count 1-2. Infield playing Keeschel straight up, outfield pretty deep. The DH for Orleans in a deep crouch in the right-hand batter's box. Same uniforms for both teams that they were wearing yesterday. Time called at home plate before Montgomery deals a 1-2.
Interesting thing to note, Sam, there's 1 pitcher down in the bullpen for YD. It's Sean Gamlin. So if there's a relief pitcher coming in, it's going to be Gamer.
On call for YD. 1-2. Lifted in the air, center field, hit fairly well. Carrick drifting back, should have room in front of the wall. Now moving along the wall, he makes the catch. Keeschel retired. Montgomery gets a key first out here in this 9th inning. After the resumption, here's J.D. Urso, the second baseman, the second hole hitter. Urso, prior to the pause, had a pair of hits and a walk, scored 2 runs, overall 2 for 4. So 1 key out retired. Get the leadoff man off the bases for Montgomery, who sets out of the full windup from the first base side of the rubber and deals home a fastball that misses low. The count 1-0 on Urso. Urso out of Tampa was a 193 hitter in the regular season in 15 games for Orleans. But a pair of hits in the opener in this game. 1-0. Fastball a little low. Close pitch. Tom Ryberg said it missed below the knees. Red Sox trying to secure this come-from-behind victory, a game that they lost, that they were losing 6-0 after a half inning and 10-3 after 4. The 2-0. Fastball again a little bit low, and the count is 3-0 to Urso. Cam Jones, another right-hand hitter to follow. Montgomery, the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, a finalist for the John Olerud Two-Way Player of the Year award in collegiate baseball. 3-0. Fastball for a called strike over the inside corner. And a A nice crowd came out. We weren't sure, Carlo, how many fans would come out for the completion of this ball game. But a lot of true YD fans have come out to watch the finale of this ball game. 3-1 to Urso. Misses outside. Goes to the backstop. A fastball he spiked. It's ball 4.
Well, with the way the first half of this game happened, who wouldn't want to watch how it ends? Talk about a game that was a 7-run difference at one point. Orleans looked like they're on to run away with things. 9 unanswered by the Red Sox, and now you get to watch the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year throw 96-mile-an-hour fastballs down the hill.
And we haven't even talked about the fireworks that the game, quote-unquote, ended with when we paused. The teams had a benches clearing incident right after the umpires notified everyone that we would pause for the night. Cam Jones, right-hand hitter. 2 hits, a walk. First pitch. Slider misses a little away. They count 1-0. That walk, a little bit uncharacteristic for Montgomery, who had walked just 1 in his 3 outings in the regular season, but they were an issue of sorts at times when he was pitching for Stanford. 1-0. There's a good slider, and it hits the outside corner. They count 1-1. In his 15 outings with the Cardinal, in 18 2/3, he walked 21. That's more walks than innings. But he's looked sharper when tasked with pitching this summer for Scott Pickler. Out of the stretch, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A fastball blew it right on by Cam Jones. And the count 1-2. Urso not looking very runnerish at first. Did not have a stolen base in his 15 games with Orleans in the regular season. With Tampa in the spring, in 45 games, he stole 3 bases, was not caught. Average runner, maybe a little bit better. 1-2 on its way to Jones. Taken a little low. Ryberg doesn't give Montgomery the call at the knees. The count is even 2-2. Tim Carey's strike zone yesterday was a little small. I think anyone in the ballpark would tell you, even the coaches on both sides. And Ryberg there, not all too generous for Montgomery on a low fastball. Runner on first, 1 out, 2-2, on its way. Taken outside, a slider that just missed, the count full.
Big 3-2 pitch here. You put Tynger in scoring position with Isaac Humphrey on deck, who yesterday had 3 hits, including an RBI double.
Humphrey, a left-hand hitter to follow. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 12-11 Red Sox lead here top of the 9th. A runner on first with 1 out. Fernando Gonzalez and Montgomery getting on the same side. And Montgomery's 3-2. Fouled straight back, a fastball. Came back with the heater. Jones got a good swing on it.
Well, the way this game went yesterday, Sam, you'd just be shocked if it was a quick 1-2-3 inning and we went home. It's just not how things have gone when these two teams have faced off.
More innings yesterday in which a team scored 3 or more runs than 1-2-3 innings. Another 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. A slider. Jones down fishing. The count resets for Isaac Humphrey. That's the second out with a runner on first. And the Red Sox are an out away from not only taking their first game of the playoffs, but from taking their first game, period, since July the 22nd. A YD team that fell out of first place in the Eastern Division with 7 losses and a tie in an 8-game stretch to finish the summer. Left-hand hitter Humphrey. A walk, a double, a single, a strikeout, another walk. First pitch, slider, comes up and in.
And Isaac Humphrey's not going to go down easily. This is a guy who came into this postseason with a 30-game on-base streak. He knows how to get aboard. Montgomery's going to have to work.
.265 hitter in the regular season. Only 4 extra base hits in 33 games. Urso from first with 2 out. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. A good slider dipping down into the dirt. Humphrey trying to golf it and came up empty. The count 1-1. A good block as well for Fernando Gonzalez, preventing any thought of Urso advancing on that one. Infield shifts to the right. Zach Liu, the second baseman, with both feet on the outfield grass about 2 steps behind the dirt. Woody Hading, the shortstop, playing up the middle. 1-1. Another slider. This one missed the outside corner. Might have bent around the strike zone. Tom Ryberg not giving the corner to Montgomery. The count is 2-1 on Isaac Humphrey out of Louisville. Humphrey finished the summer with 9 hits in his last 11 games. Was having a big day in game 1 before we paused. 2-1. Taken down and in, a slider. Humphrey didn't bite. The count is 3-1. Dan Braden will have to work from behind with the tying run on first in a 12-11 ball game here in the top of the 9th. About 20 hours after we started here in South Yarmouth. 3-1. Fouled off, nubbed up the third baseline. And Orleans is down to their final strike. It'll be a full count pitch to Isaac Humphrey. Johnny Long, the first baseman, will play behind Urso. The runner from first gets a free start. Montgomery composes himself, takes a deep breath, engages the rubber on the first base side. Looking into his catcher, Gonzalez, who flashes his signs. Urso from first will be off with the pitch to the left-hand hitter, Humphrey, with 2 out. The full count pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And game 1 belongs to the Red Sox 16 hours after we paused it. Montgomery works around a 1-out walk, strikes out a pair. The Red Sox trailed nearly a full day ago, 10-3, 6-0 after the first half inning. They come from behind, they win 12-11. Carlo, the Red Sox win a game for the first time since July the 22nd, and they prove that any regular season failings at the end of the summer, they don't matter in the postseason.
Yeah, a new day today for the YD Red Sox. And, man, Sam, they did everything they could to delay that winless streak to come to an end. But finally, Braden Montgomery able to get it done. And YD now heads to Eldridge tonight. You're riding a ton of momentum coming after this game. You feel like tonight's going to be a big matchup for the Red Sox, an opportunity to close the door on the season for Orleans, something they've done numerous times with Scott Pickler at their helm.
Well, after we resumed, it took only about 12 minutes to finish this one off, but we thank you for joining us. The Red Sox have a chance to finish off the Firebirds in Game 2 tonight. 6:30, your start time at Eldridge Park in Orleans. A beautiful ballpark. We're expecting a big crowd to join us. So whether you're a Red Sox fan or a Firebirds fan, we hope to see you there. The Red Sox Game 1 champions. Your final score, 12 for the Red Sox, 11 for the Firebirds. 12 runs, 16 hits with 2 errors for YD. 11 runs with 13 hits, 2 errors for the Firebirds. The Red Sox, a come-from-behind victory, and Scott Pickler, a chance to go 8-0 in playoff series against Kelly Nicholson's Firebirds. They haven't lost the series to Orleans in the playoffs since 2002. We will see you at 6:30 in Orleans. Carlo Jimenez on the call for first pitch in Game 2 of the CCBL playoffs. We'll see you there.